curling fans. Welcome to the Cool Duck Bonspiel Finals at Ardsley Curling Club. Cool Duck held from November 4th through the 7th, 2021. And we're broadcasting live from high atop the newly renovated Ardsley Curling Club broadcast tower. Suspended someplace between Dobbs Ferry and Irvington in Westchester County, New York. Well, we're kind of right on the line here. I think half the club is in Dobbs Ferry, the other half is in Irvington.
Did you say high atop the broadcast tower?
Yes, we're high.
Well, we're high.
We're high.
But you have to go down two hills. You have to go down two hills there.
Okay, we're down in the valleys of the Ardsley Curling Club broadcast tower. Yeah, and we're glad to be back after a year off of bondspieling here. But Ardsley Curling is requiring everybody to be vaccinated who comes into the club. So we have a safe curling environment for both participants and our members and anybody else who's visiting. And we're glad to host a full set of 24 teams this weekend for the Cool Duck. This is our 5 and under event. So for curlers with 5 years of experience or less, and according to GNCC, and I don't know if it's USA Curling, but last year, for people that did play during the 2020-2021 season,
yeah, I think you got that right.
that didn't, last year was not counted towards their tenure as 5 and under curlers.
Yep, yeah, that's correct.
In our featured games day, we have, I'll get it there.
It's okay, we're a little slow this morning.
It's
Afternoon.
Okay. We have Let's Get Dangerous, team from Broomstones Curling Club
we got
in
graphics
the outskirts of Boston. Skip is Brendan Hurd, vice Lauren Richard, second Patrick Martin, and lead player is Heather Perfrock, who's throwing right now. And they're playing against them today, throwing the Red Stones, is the Stieffenhofer rink from Bucks County Curling Club, skipped by Mark Stieffenhofer with vice Ben Hellman, second Tim Fagan, and lead Joe Soroka. And just before this game got underway, the winners of the D event were presented with their awards. And the D event runner-up was the team from Sticks and Stones, with Nate Holm as the skip, Ryan Heidi, vice Stephen Dulski as second, and Paul Douglas at lead. And they were the runner-up to the Glatzel rink. The D event winners also from Nutmeg Curling Club, Brian Glatzel, Jake Ness, AJ Hippius, and Jeff Roberge. We'll be talking mostly about the A event final on the middle sheet today. Over on sheet A to the left of your screen is the B event final. And let's see who we have in the B event final. Who do we have in the B event final? We have Cape Cod Curling Club, Duck, 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 Cod, with skip Dave Benton, Lori Benton at vice, Peter Lilly at second, and Laura McCarthy as lead. And they're playing against R2T2, team from Bucks County Curling Club, with Steve Turner as skip, Bill Ryder as vice, Dave Ryder as second, and Megan Turner as lead. We've got 2 Turners, 2 Ryders. So I guess that's why they're R2T2.
See, look at that. We're not only commentators, but we figure out team names.
But we actually have, not just pretty faces here.
I know.
And over on sheet C, which is the sheet to the right of your screen, is the C event final. And on the C event, throwing the Yellowstones is Mantia rink from from right here at Ardsley Curling Club. From Holy Horizon, we like them. With Jim Mantia, Skip, Greg McCarron, Weiss, Walter Mikowski, second, and Roy Bergstall is lead. And they're playing against Fowl Play from Potomac Curling Club. And their skip is Bill Engman, Jamie Belafontaine. Jamie Belafonte, Naomi Kwong, and Christy Belafontaine as lead. And we'll do all of that again because the volume is a little low. According to Jeff.
case you missed it earlier, over on sheet A, we have our B event final, which is team R2T2 throwing Yellow Rocks out of Bucks County. Am I good? Okay, R2T2. That is Steve Turner at skip, Bill Reuter at vice, Dave Reuter throwing second, and Megan Turner throwing lead rocks. And they're playing Duck, 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 Cod out of Cape Cod, throwing red rocks. And that's Dave Benton skip, Laurie Benton vice, Peter Milley throwing second, and Mara McCarthy throwing lead rocks. Moving over to sheet C, which is our C event final, we have Fowl Play throwing red rocks. They're out of Potomac. And that's Bill Engman skipping, with Jamie Belafontaine throwing vice, Naomi Huang throwing second, and Christy Belafontaine throwing lead rocks. They're playing against Team Mantia from Ardsley, and that's Jim Mantia at skip with Greg McCarron vice, Walter Mikalski second, and Roy Bergstall throwing lead rocks. And our feature game on sheet B is our A event final, and that's team Let's Get Dangerous out of Broomstones with Brendan Hurd at skip, Lauren Richard as the vice, Patrick Martin throwing second, and Heather Profrock throwing lead rocks. And they're playing Stieffenhofer out of Bucks County, and that's Mark Stieffenhofer at skip, Ben Hallman throwing vice, Tim Fagan second, and Joe Soraka throwing lead rocks. And there's a nice last draw for Brendan Hurd on sheet B for 2. As Broomstones takes a 2-1 lead after the second end.
Okay, a couple updates on all of our sheets now. On sheet A, well, I could turn you down. What are you on here? Okay, how's that?
It's much better.
Oh, that was too loud for me now.
That was too loud for you
Sorry,
now.
we're having a little technical difficulties today.
We're not very
Our
good.
broadcast studio was, shut and cobwebbed for the last year and a half or so.
I mean, we did some renovations, but we didn't do anything with this, huh?
Our broadcast studio was shut down and cobwebbed for about a year and a half. So, none of the technicians or the broadcast
You're the only
professionals,
technician.
none of our broadcast technicians, our team of broadcast technicians and on-air talent sat on the sidelines for a year and a half, so they're a little bit rusty today. I think
it
mostly
sounds all right now.
sorted
hopefully.
out. I think.
If there's anyone in the chat that thinks otherwise, please say so.
Yeah, let us know if things sound okay from where you're listening in the comfort of your homes or cars or whatever you're watching this.
Who actually would watch this in their cars?
I don't know. There's those cars
Isn't that
that
kind
have
of
the.
illegal?
No, they put it on the TV for
they
the
put
kids
it
in
on
the back.
So
They
they
let-
put it on for the kids?
They let the kids drive and the adults
Okay.
watch in the back seat.
The kids driving, like, you know what? Mom and Dad are going to watch the Cool Duck Finals in the back seat? Wow.
Yeah, you just keep a straight line here. see those dotted white lines on the left and those yellow line on the right?
yellow
Just
lines,
stay somewhere in the middle. It's like coloring. Just keep in the lines and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Don't run. Don't go too fast.
Yeah,
You'll
we
be okay.
really wouldn't recommend doing this.
No, this is not an endorsement for having underage people driving.
We are off to a bad start here.
Okay, anyway, on sheet A over back in curling land here, the team throwing the Redstones, which is duck, 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 cod.
You said that really quick. That was nice.
I did say that quickly. It's so far after two ends, we're in partway through the third end, and R2T2 and Duck 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 Cod are tied at one apiece. In the middle sheet, looks like Let's Get Dangerous is taken 2 in the second end and is up 2-1 over Stieffenhofer in our A event final. And over on sheet C, Mantia is up 5-0 over Fowl play in the third end. Is there something you didn't like about that?
No, it was okay.
Okay.
When you stretch out foul play, you kind of switch to the radio, which like foul play. Foul play.
Sunday. It's Sunday.
Sunday.
It's the matchup of a lifetime, waiting for these two teams to meet on curling ice.
And that's not the echo. That was
That's not the
that
echo
you
that we
heard.
had
That you heard
probably.
earlier. That was actually you trying to.
No,
do
that was me pretending.
That
to be
was
an
you.
echo.
That was good. That was good.
Ardsley Curling Club has some club sponsors this year.
Are we allowed to say that?
I don't know.
I think
but,
we're required to say that, actually.
We're
Well-
required by the board, or just
Well, we'll I'll talk to Jeff about that later. But just to announce several of our sponsors, we've got.
hold on.
Jeff, maybe you can. Go
Yeah,
over those.
Jeff,
You're
Jeff.
more familiar with them.
Jeff, why don't you say it so we don't get in
Sure.
trouble?
Yeah.
We have the Red Hook Crating Company.
Ooh.
I'm just reading the ads on
Oh, we've got
top of
Smoke
the
Lab
scoreboard.
Vodka.
Smoke Lab Vodka, that's an Indian vodka company.
And John loves that.
I'm a big
Greenwich
fan of
Dentistry.
Smoke Lab.
They're located in Greenwich, Connecticut. The Wartburg Senior Center, Nursing Home, Assisted Living.
Yeah, it's so nice. I'd send my own family there. You know.
Yeah.
Wartburg, is it?
The
Wartburg.
Nice place.
Wartburg.
The SMRA,
That's the,
which
Sawmill
River Audubon Society.
I think you got that right. Nailed it.
Yeah, look at you.
Audubon something Society, I believe.
Yes.
We have Paws Crossed Animal Shelter is one of our
That's a-
on-ice sponsors.
Not to be biased, but that's my favorite.
Animal shelter, adopting animals over in Elmsford, New York, just a stone's throw from here.
We have A&A Carpet Service, carpet cleaning service,
I think we have them twice a week in here to vacuum the ice.
and they
Who
shampooed
vacuums
our
ice?
carpets downstairs as
A&A
part of
Carpet
our
Service.
after-hour renovation. And we have Artistic Services Incorporated. That's Joe Sablo.
And they do good. They do very good work.
And we've also
And
got
of course, we can't forget our biggest sponsor, Fairfield Maxwell.
They do stuff too.
Yeah, somebody can hopefully explain what they do.
Fairfield Maxwell is a large shipping freighting company. They have some of those gigantic freighters that you see out, that you see off the coast, that is carting stuff around the world to bring you all the goods that you purchase online in stores. I don't know actually what's in the crates that they ship, but they are a very large shipping company.
Wow, look at wow! I didn't know that. Thank you.
And if you look at sheet B, you see the writing that's behind the house. That is the Fairfield Maxwell logo.
They also have their logo as the button too on sheet B, on both houses.
Oh,
Yes, that is.
You didn't notice that?
I haven't played on sheet B yet.
That is why the button on sheet B is not white. It is green with a white circle pattern.
Yes, but anyway, we would like to thank those sponsors for, sponsoring us this season.
We do. We're very appreciative for our sponsors this year at Ardsley Curling Club.
You too can become a sponsor of the Ardsley Curling Club. All it takes is money.
Oh, that's all it takes? Money?
Yep, just give us your money and we'll hang up a sign with your name on it if you'd like.
Huh. Nothing. Oh, there. Oh, okay.
It's
We're
a
getting
little.
complaints about Jonathan's audio being too high. I think we've turned him down a little bit. He was getting a little too
What?
enthusiastic there about
That's not
announcing
true
our
at all.
sponsors.
That's not true at all.
Oh, okay.
Getting back to sponsors, it is a little too late to get an in-ice sponsor for this season.
Yeah, but
I guess for the right amount of money, maybe we'll melt and put a
we'll
new,
melt the ice.
put a
We'll
new
melt the ice.
sponsor in the ice. But that would probably require a brand new building. If anybody would like to donate that.
Wow, we're really asking for that now, huh? If you got a couple of $1 million, please donate to the Ardsley Curling Club here in Dobbs Ferry, New York.
We have a commenter on YouTube watching from Istanbul. I'm going to guess that's probably the farthest away someone is watching, but I could be wrong.
No,
If anyone's farther than that, let us know. And Duck Duck Cod is not shown on the ABC event finals heading?
yeah,
it still says TBD, does it?
Yeah, we're gonna fire the technician for
Oh,
for
it
that.
sure does.
Yeah, we're gonna fire him. We
Well-
apologize.
If you look on bonspieler.com, it should be correctly listed there.
Also, if you're in the chat, we'll take any questions that you have.
Yes, please ask us questions. Ask away, because as you can tell, we run out of things to say very quickly.
No, not really. We just need to pass the time, so doesn't have to be curling-related questions. You can ask Jeff what he had for lunch, this afternoon.
I have not had lunch yet this afternoon. I did have.
We have a lot of sandwiches.
We have about 18 feet worth of sandwiches left, yes.
Well, we did get a question, but I don't think we can answer that, so moving on.
There is a question on YouTube being held for my review.
Wow.
I think I know who that is that asked that.
I'm just going to say we did get a very special inflatable duck for this event, so that's all.
We did have to replace the inflatable duck hanging over the ice this year. I realize on the cameras you can only see the duck's butt.
This is going to get into a weird...
Well, the question that is being held for review is specifically about the duck's butt. And,
you know, when we were trying to purchase the duck, we didn't really do a thorough investigation of all its parts, so we apologize.
yes, our old duck has been laid to, or will shortly be laid to rest as it no longer holds air.
It's probably because of all the years of people jumping up and down on it.
Thank you, John. Now all the teams are listed in the ABC event finals.
So yeah, so we don't have to fire him yet.
See that? You ask for it and you get it.
That's right.
That's John Schuster for you.
Not that John Schuster though.
Not John Schuster, the Olympic champion, but
we have our own John Schuster.
The real John Schuster, our John Schuster.
He's just as talented from what I hear.
He does quite a bit for us, whereas the other John Schuster didn't help us out at all. With
didn't help us out at all.
Question on YouTube: what's the most inventive team name you've ever encountered at a bonspiel?
Okay, I don't know about the most inventive team name.
What about you?
But my team name was not inventive.
Was
but
it
we
just
once
Team
had,
Schuster?
when we had a team made up of a bunch of varying players from different clubs, I think the team was given the name Team Potluck.
That's actually not bad.
That was not bad. But the best one was when we were doing some of this commentary during one of the events. The best comment from one of my colleagues here said that, well, Team Potluck, has a variety of people, and everybody brought something to this game. It was a kind of a potluck.
No, I get
pun.
what potluck is.
Yeah,
I get
sort of play on the word potluck.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't know. I would have.
I don't know. That's a good
think
question
about that.
I mean, really, there's so many like curling puns that you could do with like team names.
Well, one of the other teams that did not make it to the finals today was What the Actual Duck Larry.
What the Actual Duck Larry? Yeah, we get.
I like that one.
We get our duck themed names.
We get a lot of duck puns at this
I actually
one.
would like to promote my own team that played in the Cool Duck. We were Team Druskin, but we were going to be called Team Duckskin at some point. But unfortunately, that didn't go through the proper paperwork, I guess.
Okay. We had a broom quackers. Well, the Cool Duck probably had some of the this year's Cool Duck had a lot of
Duck-related ones, because it's the
related
Cool
names.
Duck.
We had the broom quackers, and there was hashtag Quack Life.
Oh yeah, that's one. That was one of our own Ardsley teams.
That was we had a Cocoa Puffs.
I do like a few
Cocoa
years
Puffs is a duck.
ago.
No, I don't know what Cocoa
A
Puffs.
few
You
years
just like
ago
Cocoa
at
Puffs?
the Big Apple, we did have hashtag Alaska Bro.
Wow.
There was a
Wow, I
story
don't remember.
behind that one, but that was.
I don't remember anything about the
That was a
Big
good one.
Apple. Wow.
And speaking of the Big Apple,
Oh wow. Great transition there.
thank you. You like how I did
That was pretty good. That was a good segue.
Yeah, all you curlers out there watching, be sure to
We're
register
very good on
for our
broadcasting.
next two bonspiels coming up. The McKay Douglas, which is February 24th through the 27th. That's our men's spiel. And registration for that is now open on our website.
Ardsley Curling Club or
ArdsleigCurling.com.
ArdsleighCurling.com. I don't know. I got excited.
And
Fired a technician on that one too.
then the Big Apple Bonspiel, which is going to be 1 month later, March 24th through the 27th. That one is open format, so any combination of genders and throwing in any order, any year. So it's not a 5 and under. Anybody can play.
You can be old as John Schuster over here and still play if you want.
And registration for that is not open yet, but keep your eyes and ears peeled for when registration will open for the Big Apple.
A little bird told me that that is coming soon.
So keep those questions coming. We want to thank everyone for watching this weekend, and we want to thank all the players who came for coming, and we hope everyone had a great time. We know we had quite the party here last night after we went off the air on YouTube with some shorties out on the ice.
Yeah, that looked like it got intense.
It did get quite intense. As you can probably tell, I have very little voice left.
Yeah, Jeff, why is your voice gone right now?
Well, I've been yelling all weekend.
Oh, I thought it was due to something else.
I've been making announcements all weekend over a warm room full of people.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That might ruin your voice.
And I forgot to bring a microphone.
And yet we're using microphones right now, so oops. Look at that, we even have fancy graphics now.
And by the way, there is still curling happening out on the ice. It looks
Supposed to be
like
talking about that?
over on sheet A. Who's yellow on sheet A? That would be Bucks County, R2T2. Took one, so they're now leading 2-1. It looks like Let's Get Dangerous. Broomstones scored 1 in the third, and that game is now tied at 2. And over on sheet C, maybe the comeback has begun for Fowl play as they took their 2 in the third. So they now trail 5-2. And congratulations to Team Glatzel out of Nutmeg, who earlier this morning won the D event. As we're only a 3-sheet club with a 4-event bonspiel, we have to do one of our finals earlier in the morning, and that was the D event final, which is really for 3rd and 4th place, as the D event is made up of the people who make it to the A event semifinals and then lose. So even though it sounds like it's the lowest event, it's actually third and fourth place. So congratulations to Team Glatzel.
There's a question for you, Jeff.
There's a
in the
question
chat.
for me.
For you. You're very popular right now.
Oh, who won the shorties? That's because the person asking that question
It's a jerk.
is
Oh,
Nick
sorry.
Beaton.
What a
who
handsome man
is
Nick
the-
is. Handsome man.
Yes, and I believe it was Nick and Joe Pinella who won the A event of the shorties.
Wow, good for them.
Yes. Congratulations to Nick Beaton and Joe Pinella for
Yeah.
winning shorties.
Congratulations.
And what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about the D event final.
That was
Team Glatzel out of Nutmeg, skipped by Brian Glatzel with Jake Ness at Vice, AJ Hippius as second, and Jeff Roberge throwing lead rocks. And the runners-up in the D event was Sticks and Stones, also out of Nutmeg. So we had a lot of Nutmeg people watching this game.
They're very nice people.
And they are very nice people. They're our closest neighbor, I believe.
Actually, yeah. Right?
I don't know.
I mean,
I
maybe
guess
Long
they're-
Island?
Maybe Long Island. I don't know which is closer technically, but you know, they're, as far as dedicated ice clubs go, they're definitely our closest neighbor. And you know, we certainly have a very good relationship with Nutmeg. And Sticks and Stones out of Nutmeg was skipped by Nate Holm with Ryan Hyde at Vice, Stephen Dulski at second, and Paul Douglas throwing lead. So congratulations to those two teams.
Jeff, did you know that we've been told by our president to plug the McKay Douglas event again?
We just did.
I know, we're required.
Okay.
It takes place here at the Ardsley Curling Club from February 24th through the 27th of 2022.
Yeah, well, where else would it take place?
I don't know. We were just told to read off this cue card here.
Oh, okay.
There are 6 medal events for games guaranteed. All meals during the bonspiel are included. Apparently, it's only 40 minutes from Manhattan, so that must be a draw, too. And there are 24 teams. Registration is open on ardsleycurling.com. Entry fee is $400 per team. And the first pitcher of beer, did you know, Jeff, is on St. Andrews.
I did read that.
So we have at least fulfilled the cheap plug requirement for the next 5 minutes.
And I would like to say that 40 minutes from Manhattan should have an asterisk. I think with no traffic, it's actually less than 40 minutes from Manhattan.
Look at that.
But
it's less.
It could be anywhere from 20 minutes from Manhattan to 2.5 hours from Manhattan, depending on the traffic and the time that you leave.
Do you think we should plug the McKay Douglas again?
Yeah, so that's the McKay Douglas men's bonspiel, February 24th to the 27th. Registration is now open.
But where?
On our website, www.ardsleycurling.com.
Oh, wow. And did you know it's the 85th anniversary? That's old.
That I did not know.
I know. It says here, right on this cue card, right here.
Oh.
I know.
I've seen those floating around.
I know. We have a lot of them.
Yeah, I haven't actually read one very closely because I do know about the bonspiel, but I didn't know all those details.
I know.
It is the 85th anniversary.
So, yeah, that's our next big bonspiel that we'll be hosting.
And you can register online.
Where?
On our website.
Oh,
now,
good.
it says here on the entry form.
Uh-oh.
For additional entry forms, contact Derek Kaiser
I don't know. He might not answer his emails right now. It's past his bedtime. So
It's dmkaiser1918@gmail.com. There you go, Derek. Now
there you
you're
go,
going to
Derek.
get
A lot of
at
spam.
least 50. Well, we have 50 viewers right now, except you're one of them. So you might be getting 49 email. Oh, wait. I'm another one. So.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know if Derek knows how to check his email, so that could be a problem.
Now, I think that's if you want to do a paper entry form in case you are still living in 1985. But for the rest of you, you should register online on our website, and we will be more likely not to lose the registration.
So Derek just commented that he wants me to liven it up. Really?
I think that says liven.
Liven it up? So he doesn't even know how to do like a real. Yeah, he doesn't know how to use this chat function. But maybe this is helping you go to sleep a little bit earlier now, Derek. But anyway, did you know, Jeff, that the McKay Douglas is coming up soon?
I did.
You did? Wow.
If you call February soon.
It's coming up soon.
Yes.
You actually want to get something for your friends, as a Christmas gift, Hanukkah gift? Get them an entry to the McKay Douglas.
I happen to know also that there will be a live auction at that bonspiel
really?
for a brand new
Just
set
breaking
of
news?
golf clubs.
Ooh, breaking news?
So that's another incentive to come to the McKay Douglas.
Also, we have beer specials, apparently.
We have beer specials at all of our bonspiels.
But it's even more special because it's the McKay Douglas, the 85th anniversary of the McKay Douglas.
True, and following that 1 month later, we have the Big Apple bonspiel.
Great event.
It's hard to say what anniversary this is. It's
I don't know.
technically we started doing it about 5 years ago, but this will be the third one that we've actually held.
So that
right, we held. Right.
So if you hear something in the background, that's our president trying to control things. So this is not like a democracy that we're doing right now.
Yeah, we average we plan the Big Apple every year and end up doing it successfully about every other year.
So it's like 50% less.
Dave Schmel says $10 Natty Ice pitchers and $3 Boone's Farm shooters. That's not what we have. We have.
I don't know what we have.
I don't know what the beer specials are going to be, or.
But do you know when the beer specials are going to happen?
Anytime we have a bonspiel, and the reason we do that is because 86th, you dope, Derek said. 86th anniversary?
Then you created the wrong.
The postcard says
yeah.
85th
so
anniversary.
Maybe that's on you, Derek. How about that, Derek? Jeff, why don't you take a shot at Derek for that one?
No, that's okay. He, I don't know if Derek made these cards anyway. So.
I mean, he should have looked them over before he printed them out, so now we got a lot of things that have the wrong information. But the McKay Douglas is coming up in February, so please register at ardsleycurling.com.
Oh, the beer specials say $3 pints and $10 pitchers. That's actually less than we charged here at the Cool Duck.
Yeah, so if that's, incentive for you to come play here at the Ardsley Curling Club, please do.
And that first pitcher is on St. Andrews.
That's not bad.
No. That's $10. That's like getting $10 off your entry fee.
Wow, look at us.
So the Big Apple, we're hoping that, being the, what will it be, the even number year, means we should actually be able to hold it as in 20 2018, well, we started it in 2017. Then in 2018, we had a storm that knocked out the power to the club.
What was that? You said 2018, right?
That was 2018.
2018.
Yeah, knocked out. It knocked out a transformer, though we lost power to the club.
Yeah, that was.
Which caused the compressors to go down, which caused a chain of events that caused us to cancel the Big Apple.
Yeah, that.
Oh, so what you're saying is that the
Did you just
lack
cut
of
him off?
what?
Did you just cut Jeff off? He
Yeah,
was
I
telling a
kinda
good
did.
story.
He
I was,
did.
I was going to
Wow,
say, so
that's
you're saying
rude.
that the lack of electricity caused the ice to melt.
No, it
Yes,
just-
it
yeah.
caused- well, it turned out we probably could have held it. It turned out not. The ice really didn't melt, but we had to make the call before we knew how long it would be before the electricity would be restored. So
that must have been around the same time because that's when I was going to join, and my learn to curl kept getting pushed back because of the what Jeff just said. Actually,
I'm sure that is true, though I have no memory of that.
well, yeah, but yeah,
And then in 2019, we did hold the Big Apple again. And in 2020, we were all set to hold it when the entire world shut down.
could blame that on our technician too.
And 2021, of course, the world was still shut down.
So we have big plans coming up. Hopefully, knock on wood, for 2022.
So this is our first bonspiel since
Our
I guess
first
the
one that we
McKay-
hosted. You're
I
right,
guess
yeah.
the McKay Douglas
Yep.
back in 2020,
Yep.
which would have been right before
Yeah,
the
that.
pandemic.
Yep.
So we're coming up on a change the subject a little bit.
We can talk about curling.
We could talk about curling. We're coming up on an Olympic curling year here. In a
Ooh,
few months,
I
we've
smell a
got
cheap plug here.
Olympic curling coming up. If you're interested in trying curling, if you're out there watching and thinking, hey, that looks easy, you can come out and try it and find out it's not as easy as it looks.
Okay, this isn't a good sell job here.
Well, you can still think it's easy,
Okay.
and maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe you're natural. Anyway, give it a try. Come out for an event at Ardsley Curling Club. Go to our website, www.ardsleycurling.com. You can look to see how to book private events, some of our upcoming open house sessions.
I believe the next open house session we have is on November 27th from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m.
That is correct.
And that's the week after. Is that the
That's the week
Thanksgiving
of
weekend?
Thanksgiving,
Week
so
of
it's
Thanksgiving.
like 2 days after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So
So there you go.
so you can work off all that turkey, try to learn something new.
Yeah, do something with the family. Bring them out. Tell your friends. get 'em
John
out.
Schuster might even be here. Not that
Maybe
John
you can
Schuster,
meet John
but
Schuster.
not that John Schuster, but our John
Well,
Schuster.
a John Schuster.
A John Schuster.
Now, this, of course, assumes that there's actually somebody watching this who's not already a curler.
Listen, we have to try. This
That's
is
true.
This is effort.
Although our viewers might know other people.
I
If-
mean, to be fair, probably Derek could use an open house to sharpen up his skills. So.
I think he could use the refresher training.
Yeah, he could use that.
Yeah, I think
Maybe he could take a
yeah.
learn to curl.
Learn to curl, maybe a little balance workshop.
Oh, he definitely needs balance work.
Yeah. Well, we do have, even though, I mean, most of our viewership this afternoon is probably of the curling ilk. They might,
That's a big word.
It is. They might have a more active social life than we do here in the Ardsley broadcast studios, and know other people who are not curlers and want to get them involved.
Yeah. And
Find out that curling is potentially fun.
It makes a good holiday present, birthday gift.
Yes, and speaking of the Olympics, with the Olympic trials coming up, I would like to plug the fact that we here at the Ardsley Curling Club are going to be rooting for Team. How do you say his name?
All right, so
Ruinen.
I mean, we did
Ruinen.
So I
Team
mean, we did,
Ruinen.
so we just botched that. Oops.
What? Yeah,
you can just
team.
call them. They're old. That's what they. No, that's not insulting. That's what they call them. So they're like team.
What?
I forget.
They do have one of the older skips,
I-
but I think Rich Ruinen is 50.
Yeah, I think
Rich Ruinen will be the team that we here at Ardsley will be pulling for, as
Sure.
Andrew Stapera, the vice for Team Ruinen, is an Ardsley Curling Club longtime member. He grew up here and learned to curl here, and still curls here occasionally in our competitive league when he's not in Minnesota training with the high performance teams. Andrew, of course, learned from his father, Bill, who is still a member here and former national champion.
That's right. Don't forget that curling is one of the few Olympic sports that anybody at any age can take up later in life and still get a lot of enjoyment out of. We have members well into their 50s and older. Present company sort of excluded.
Speak for yourself, guys.
Oh.
No comment. If you're thinking there's no way I could possibly get into that position that they get in when they're throwing the rocks, don't worry. We have another way of delivering, which is the stick delivery. You can throw the rock with a throwing stick, which is a little bit more like playing shuffleboard, it could be compared to. So you can throw the rock from a standing position if anyone would like to try curling but is worried about not being able to get into the crouch position.
Also, I'd like to point out that Jeff on commentary and John you guys are level 1 instructors?
I am a level 1 instructor,
John?
yes.
I am as well.
I know, I'm not, so I'm not qualified to teach people.
That's okay.
It's okay. But yeah, there's a good chance that Jeff, maybe John, if he gets, bored and
If he gets
doesn't
up
want,
out of the chair.
if he gets up out of the chair or out of bed and doesn't want to leave his house, if he wants to leave his house that day, he might come in be instructing that day.
Exactly. And remember, curling is not as easy as it looks. If it were easy, they would call it ice hockey.
Oh, wow, that's a shot.
Oh, do we have any ice hockey players out there?
I think the comments are going to start rolling in any second
I
now.
know. And speaking from experience, that I'm on John's team on Saturday afternoons, yeah. It's a lot harder than it looks. Thanks, Seth.
Coming to you this Sunday
Okay,
afternoon,
yeah.
the dulcet tones of Jeff Greenberg.
Well, that's partly because I have
He has no voice.
no voice left.
He has no voice. I think it was the shorties that ruined it for him. Also, trying to do the raffle.
They didn't help. Well,
The raffle also didn't help either. Well,
No.
it helped us, but it didn't help your voice. So
no, that's why I had to turn over the announcing of the winners to Matt Shiner.
I think next year we need to invest in like a megaphone, or just remember to bring a microphone.
Yes, that would
What are
be
you doing
on
for
me.
for like the cool duck? You actually want to?
What am I doing?
Yeah. What are you doing for the next cool duck?
For the next cool
For
duck?
the next cool duck, maybe you bring up
How do
some
I know?
these snazzy mics that you got going on here.
Good. I thought Jeff was the one with the karaoke machine.
Listen,
I am, and I realized when I was on my way up here on Friday morning that I left it locked in my office at work, and I wasn't about to turn around and go back and get it.
Well, that just goes to show the enthusiastic reception that the Cool Duck bonspiel gets. It's a
Yes, I said to myself, I'll be able to shout over everybody, and I'll be fine.
That may have been a mistake.
You can see how well that worked out.
Yeah, that wasn't one of our best ideas.
Does anybody notice that there's curling out on the ice there in front of us?
There is. It looks like they are all in the fifth end now. We have a tie game on sheet A, tied at 2. A low-scoring game there. They're all pretty low-scoring games.
Well, as they should be in the finals. All
Yeah,
pretty evenly matched at this point. Some of the Some of the early games
Were-
kind of a little lopsided.
Yes, that's how we do it. We set it up so the better games will be the finals, and it seems to have worked. So kudos to whoever made the draw. That would be me. And
Well, kudos to you, Jeff.
it looks like the comeback has continued on Sheet C as they stole one in the fourth. So they're now trailing 5-3. By they, I mean foul play, Potomac. And that's behind Team Mantia from Ardsley. So Ardsley with the hammer here in the fifth. And in our feature game on sheet B, it is Broomstones, Let's Get Dangerous, leading it 3-2 in the fifth end.
Yeah, or I think that might be Stieffenhofer throwing the Redstones.
Do we have that backwards? Is that listed backwards on the...
Oh, maybe it's listed backwards. Let's see. I don't know. Do you recognize anybody on the ice?
Yes, Brendan is calling the shot. He's from Broomstones. So, and they're about to throw...
Hey, Jeff, Derek has a comment for you in the chat.
Sounds like a eulogy. Yeah, well, sorry.
Well, we might be going to Derek's. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that. Right?
Oh, I think we do have this backwards. Broomstones is throwing yellow. You're right.
Okay, I guess we'll have to fix that on the online thing.
Yeah.
So-
Get somebody
so
on that. Somebody will be
that's-
sacked.
Yeah.
So correct that.
I wonder who that
Let's-
is.
I don't know. I'll go kick that. I'll go kick him in the in the cool
keister.
duck.
You gotta kick him.
Yeah, so that is Stieffenhofer that is leading by 3-2.
You know, even though Derek has been insulting us in this chat, he did come to volunteer for a few days here, so his help was appreciated.
Yes, he did. I would only expect to be insulted by Derek in the chat. I mean,
Yeah, but we all love him anyway. Some of us.
Bucks up one, set up to steal from Dave Schmel from Bucks County also.
Hey Jeff, do you know how Derek knows how to use YouTube? Because he's not very technologically savvy. So how does he do this?
It's probably Rachel who set it up for him. Rachel is Derek's daughter, one of Derek's daughters. Usually if Derek has successfully gotten onto the internet, it's one of his daughters that was responsible for it.
Well, I'm not sure whether we should be thanking Rachel or not. The internet might be a better place with Derek off.
The world might be a better place without Derek.
No. we
Oh,
love
I'm
Derek
sorry.
here.
I'm
No,
sorry.
that's
I'm
not
sorry,
good.
Derek. We all love you.
No, we couldn't do anything around here
No.
without Derek.
Oh, of course not. It's the
No,
best.
Seth's getting into the game too here. He says, easy to take shots at the elderly.
Yeah.
We have a score update on sheet A. It looks like Bucks County R2T2 got their 2 with the hammer. So they now lead it 4-2 in the sixth end. And that is our B event final. We do have a number of people here in the warm room watching live, though this is one of the quietest crowds certainly the quietest crowd we've had all weekend.
Yeah,
It
by
is, but
far.
they occasionally do break out into the wave.
First off, doing the wave
Is that?
that's just
Oh, is that
terrible.
is that like 1970s?
Is it 1970s?
I don't know.
It's just
Once in a
I don't know
while,
when
the
that
entire
started,
crowd
the
watching in the
80s
warm
maybe.
room gets up on their feet and does the Macarena.
wow,
It's amazing.
Wow,
I don't
you,
know. I
Wow,
don't-
you are really dating yourself there, John Schuster.
Well, somebody has to.
okay.
Nobody else would.
No. Yes, even though we are taking shots at Derek, it is all, as he says, all good, clean fun. We do love each other sometimes.
Yeah, just to
Jim
remind
Mantia
people
with
how
his-
much work Derek has put into some of the renovations in the
Yeah,
Ardsley
in all
Curling Club this
seriousness,
season.
he really did take charge. If you did come to the Cool Duck this weekend and seen the renovations, not only in the warm room or even out on the ice or downstairs in the locker room, a lot of it was the hard work of Derek. So,
Derek was certainly the foreman on the job.
yeah, so in all seriousness, he did do a really good job with that.
Which reminds me, if
Oh,
you haven't seen the newly renovated Ardsley Curling Club,
But when can you?
you can. If you're not here for the Cool Duck,
Well,
which
you
it's kind of
can,
late
it's
for
done.
that, unless you rush
done.
down and join the Macarena with the rest of the people in the warm room.
No one's doing the Macarena.
Coming up in February 24th
Wow! Oh, wow! He botched the
to
cheap
the
plug.
27th in
He botched it.
2022. Coming up in just a few short months.
We're gonna
The
need
men's
Jeff to do this
bonspiel,
again.
the McKay Douglas International Bonspiel, will be once again hosted at the Ardsley Curling Club. This is brought to you by Ardsley Curling Club and the St. Andrews Curling Club.
What anniversary is it? Because it says it's 85th, but Derek said it's the 86th.
I believe this is the 86th
Okay.
anniversary of the McKay Douglas, held pretty much every single year for 86 years. I think there was.
I think that's what they mean by an
I
anniversary.
know. I think there might have been one year in there that it got
I can
stormed
only
out.
remember 84 of them.
80. Wow!
Yeah.
That's pretty
Jeff
good.
is really dating himself now. But if you have a team out there who wants to play in the McKay Douglas, this is a men's bonspiel.
And yeah,
Registration is open now.
So we have a big shot coming up here on sheet C.
we just ruined the plug. Now that's it. We're going to actually talk about
If
curling.
we talk about what's going on the ice.
Oh no!
Jim Mantia, who is up by 2 with hammer, but foul play is sitting 2, so Jim has pretty open hit.
Yeah, this is a big shot in the
right
game
down
for
the
him.
middle to take 1.
You guys want to place a friendly bet to see if he makes it?
I do not.
I have a bowl of M&Ms here. If you guys.
So we will see. And I shouldn't watch live because otherwise I'll give it away because there's a little delay between what's live and what's on YouTube.
See, that's the magic behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Magic behind YouTube. This game was actually 6 months ago. That's why we're sitting here in shorts and t-shirts.
You are.
It's the
I'm
middle
not.
of the summer.
Boy, you have some really bad legs there, John.
I know. I didn't shave for months.
Okay, that's a little too much
Too much
information. That's
information.
too much. Here it goes.
And the shot is away. I have no idea from the angle I'm watching it at, but it looks like it's may hit, but it may roll away.
Ooh,
He rolls
yeah,
out,
gets
and it's
one.
going to be it's 1 red, I believe.
Like that's,
believe so.
Looks like that's 1 red,
I
one
think
in the
that
back of
is
the
a
8
steal
foot.
for red.
Hold on, Jeff.
I can't. Well, the overhead. Well, I didn't look in time.
Jeff,
before
I think Derek's he actually gave us a compliment.
What did he say?
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is just going to go to Jeff's head. Jeff,
This is going to go to Jeff's head.
yeah. Okay.
You
We'll
did a
we'll
great-
we'll,
me
we'll
and my
reiterate
team.
that for Derek.
I didn't even play. I'm not even allowed to play in
Nah,
this.
'cause Jeff's
you
old.
mean running the event?
Jeff's
Thank
old,
you.
man.
Yeah,
Jeff's
Jeff did a
old.
great job in
So
running this
old.
event. Jeff and Jonathan, both of the guys on both sides of me here.
I helped somewhat, but
Well,
Jeff-
this
Jeff-
really is Jeff's show.
All the organization of the Cool Duck, which is not easy to run
No,
a
it's not.
bonspiel, to
It's really
organize
not.
24 teams, the
It's a lot
food,
of
the
stress.
teams, the players.
And
the
trying to
draws.
order a new inflatable duck.
Staying up late nights to keep in. Jeff's also been updating the bonspieler.com website with line scores and giving everybody a great way to
You want to finish your
keep
thought
up.
there?
What? I was reading Derek's comment. Reading.
You got like lost in your own thought.
I forget it now.
That's
I
it.
don't remember what I was saying. People keep up with the teams and the scores and all that good stuff that
Also,
everybody wants to know.
Derek, that's not the correct use of segue.
That's what threw me off.
That was
I
the one
thought,
that threw you off.
it's like, wow,
Wow, I have a segue now?
I think that's probably autocorrect. We'll just blame that on autocorrect.
Well, thank you, Derek, for saying that. I certainly
we do appreciate it.
Could not have done this by myself. There were plenty of volunteers. I have a long list of them to thank when we give out the awards.
Except for John Schuster.
I should announce. I guess I should announce that on here too, publicly. You know.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Dan Gerlach and Nick Beaton were very big helps to me. They're two people who have run this event in the past.
Yeah, Nick really did a good job.
Nick
He
was
really
hero
helped. He was a big help for us.
Yeah, making sure that we, were organized, that the meals were going smoothly, that we weren't going to run out of food.
We kind of did, though.
We didn't run out of food.
We ran out of vegetables.
Oh, we ran out of string beans. Okay.
There were potatoes, too.
Okay, yeah. And
you don't like string beans?
They're fine.
They're fine.
And, prior to the event, Dan Gerlach was, really guiding me as well in terms of, remember to do this, remember you have to do that, remember
to be a nice host.
Remember to buy this, remember to, so.
You can't curse.
And it took us a while to find somebody to run this event, which is
that's all, Jeff.
Why I ended up running this event, because we never actually did find somebody to run the event.
It's a good man.
And until that time when I said, fine, I'll do it, Dan was the one who was really in charge and, taking.
We have a comment from Brooke asking why she didn't win a raffle prize.
Why didn't Brooke win?
Because we rigged it.
You needed to buy more tickets.
You have to buy tickets to win a raffle prize.
We kept trying to get people to buy more tickets.
Yeah, we did. I mean, was there a specific raffle prize you think that you wanted?
I don't know.
I mean, we had a lot of booze.
There were a lot of raffle
booze.
prizes.
Hey, and let's give a shout out to Nate and Meg, watching us from.
Hey,
I
Nate.
believe they're in Seattle. Is that right?
Yes. They
wow,
might
you actually remember?
They might be in town this weekend.
Are they in
actually,
town?
they might
Good
be
for
in
you.
New York
Oh,
still.
well, if they're in New York, then they should have been here at the live at the Bonspiel.
Unfortunately, they had a death in the family, so our condolences go out to Nate and Meg. Meg lost her father this weekend, or this past week. So
anyway, yes, but Nate and Meg were members of the Ardsley Curling Club and are good people, so we do miss them around here.
Yes.
Jeff, speaking of raffles, what was your favorite raffle that we gave away? Because we did a lot of weird stuff.
Favorite one that
a lot
we
of
gave
booze.
Well,
a lot of booze.
I mean, the duck costume is always
I don't
very
know,
popular.
man. Let me ask you this: like, if you're bidding on stuff, would you really want to? Because you might win it, but you have to wear it, right?
You do have to wear it, yes. And Ashley, who won it, was a very good sport and wore it the rest of the night, including during
the shorties, right? Yeah.
That was Ashley Valerati from Nutmeg, who won the duck onesie.
Jeff, do you have a duck onesie at home?
Oh, I have several.
Several?
Yeah.
Do you have a particular favorite one?
I don't anymore. I
don't
did.
Have you did. You did.
Until I brought it here to put it in the raffle.
So it was slightly used?
No, I ordered it on Amazon.
Oh, I was going to say, if you had like a slightly used like duck onesie, that's not really a sanitary gift.
No, it was wrapped airtight in plastic when she got it. And I don't know what my other favorite. I mean, you know, most of them, as you know, Matt announced them was here's a basket filled with crap.
Yes.
So,
He didn't really use the C word, but we'll leave it up to your imagination to what he said.
yeah. Yeah, we don't know what YouTube's rules are, or, you know, if the FCC is going to come down on us here. So.
Yeah, because they're really watching the Ardsley Curling Club. It's a little harsh, Derek. Also, it'd be nice if you spelled my name right, but that's another story. Anyway, Jeff, do you want to talk about the games on the ice? I guess that's what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Well, let's see. They're in the middle of the sixth end here in our feature game. Looks like that's the last of the second rocks.
It's a good political comment there, Vinay.
And Broomstones appears to be lying 2, but it's still a lot of rocks left to go, and everything's pretty open. What's happening over on sheet A? All this equipment is in my way. I can't see it. I have to look at my screen. Well, it looks like a couple of rocks in the 12-foot, and that's about it. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of excitement going on out there right now.
Boy, we're really doing our jobs well, huh?
Yeah.
We can talk about how it's a miracle that the new duck is still hanging right now.
Yeah, I wasn't here when that was hung, so I don't know how well it was.
Derek
tied
actually did help out in hanging the duck, actually, so props to him.
Okay.
James, we actually already did shout out Nate and Meg. Why don't you pay attention? Come on.
Oh, Nate says they are back in Seattle. They went back last night. Okay. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to see you guys when you were here. I actually was planning to come on Thursday and wasn't able to get away from work that day, but I do send my condolences to Meg and you and her family. A nice guard put up by Broomstones here on sheet B, as they are sitting 1, and they do have the hammer. Over on sheet C, we had an unfortunate miss there by the Potomac team. They had a shot at a possible hit and roll under some heavy cover, which would have put them in a good position to steal and tie that game up. And Vinay would like to push for the Big Apple for people who didn't win anything at the raffle at the Cool Duck. At the Big Apple bonspiel, one of the raffle prizes, or I think this is going to be a special raffle all on its own, is, well, Vinay said it's a 75-foot flat screen TV. I believe it's actually a 75-inch flat screen TV. I don't think a 75-foot TV would fit in anyone's living room.
It could if you have,
But we do have a 75-inch flat screen TV in the raffle for the Big Apple. This was donated to us by one of our members for our last Big Apple, actually, and it's been sitting here. So you can enter a raffle for a now 2-year-old TV. That's brand new.
I'm sure it's going to be fine to use.
I'm sure it's HD.
HD.
It's color.
Might come with some rabbit ears. We don't know.
It is a color TV. It even comes with a remote control.
Let's not go that far. We don't know that. Big shot here on sheet C, I think.
Yeah, another chance for another flash on sheet C.
Uh-oh.
And this will be the first skip rock for Ardsley. Jim Mantia, I'm assuming that he's going to guard. Yeah, that looks like the call.
Yeah, that's the smart call right there.
He's lying 2, and there's no sense in risking anything here. Put up that guard, see what they do, and then with the hammer, maybe you might have a tap or a draw for 3.
And for those not watching the chat comments, if you can't make it to the Big Apple bonspiel, but you can make it to the McKay Douglas,
Ooh.
we have a whole golf club set with a bag up for raffle at the McKay Douglas.
That's pretty good. Do you golf?
I don't golf.
Okay. Jeff, do you golf?
I do not.
I don't golf either.
That windmill always gets in my way when
You're talking about miniature golf?
Oh, is there another kind?
Yeah,
Golf clubs. Like if you're not using the golf clubs for miniature golf.
Well, I use one of them.
Yeah.
You could. It just
Sure.
Then you got a lot of other clubs that just sit in the bag.
I never understood why everyone needed so many golf clubs. I mean, I play with one. I mean, I usually take the orange ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you get the? How do you get out of the bushes when your ball jumps the curb?
Well, usually, I get frustrated and I take a full swing and I hit it like out of the.
This is
place
a miniature
and
golf.
onto the road.
This is a miniature golf.
Oh, maybe it's not a raffle at the Douglas.
I've done that.
I'm gonna let Vinay and Nick hash this out as whether it's
YTZ told me never to assume. You're right. I should never assume what the shot is going to be. It looks like, well, they ended up in the back 12. I would say that I assume he was just heavy on his attempt at a guard, but I guess
as color commentators, we're doing a great job of paying attention now.
I won't assume that. Maybe he was trying.
I'm not sure if the never assume was in reference to we're all 2 years older now, or to something that was actually happening on the ice.
Oh, I think he was referring to me assuming that he was going to call a guard. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shows how much you're paying attention.
John, where's the T+ call?
So now this gives away who it is. Witz is Mike Horowitz, who how do you hold me? Oh, he was the vice on my team, so that was our quote-unquote inside joke.
Hang on, let's watch sheet C. This is a big shot here because they're
we might need to pay attention on this one.
Now this looks like an attempt to draw in undercover. He does have some backing.
Is it a draw?
I believe so. Maybe.
I think it's a hit.
It looks a little heavy.
It looks like a heavy draw.
Looks like I thought.
I think.
Yeah,
this could be. That could be bad business, right? That could be a game changer right there.
Mantia has the hammer. He has a draw for 4,
and he could definitely put it.
Oh, so Mantia's got the
reach.
hammer now, so he's already sitting 3.
Right.
See, we're kind of paying attention right now.
We are. On our featured game, it looks like Stieffenhofer's team is picking up 1.
That was T+.
Here.
That was T+.
Well, now I'm so
Actually, that was
confused
even
about
more than
who's
T
which
plus.
color.
So big shot here
Brendan.
for Jim here. He could score 4 in.
Well, Brendan is no. Stieffenhofer isn't lying shot. That's
I think we're
No,
talking
he's
about 2
not.
different. Okay.
that's Broomstones. That's lying 1.
Looks good on
We're
sheet.
talking about 3
Okay,
sheets all at
you
once.
know,
Over on sheet A.
No,
they're,
no, it's okay. You know,
starting into
I
their
guess I'm the only
seventh
one who
end.
wants to talk about the Ardsley team, but it's okay. It's fine. Anyway, Jim did get. It looks like he is good for 4, so that's a big score right there for Team an Ardsley home team.
Yeah, that's a big end when they were already up 1, and that was the 6th end, so that gives them a 5-point lead after 6. Not impossible, especially in a 5 and under. We've seen some big numbers go up on that board all weekend. So.
Yep, I have been a part of a few games that I've seen some big numbers.
Give me a moment. I'm going to update all this on Bonspieler. Not that anybody's watching Bonspieler anymore.
See, you're assuming again.
I am assuming.
And
yeah.
you know what Mike Horowitz said.
Right. I still have sheet C as being in the 3rd end.
Oh,
so,
see, I mean, we're just lagging right now.
Yeah.
That's it.
So the 3rd end, it looks like red took 2. Okay, sheet C's should all be up to date on Bonspieler now.
By the way, if any Ardsley Club members are in the area, we have a lot of sandwiches to get rid of because we have them left over from yesterday's lunch. So please come down and take as many sandwiches as you want. This is as per Jeff, so.
Okay, if anyone. No, wait a minute. Never mind. I was going to say the scores are all up to date on Bonspieler, but something isn't right here.
You're having some technical difficulties there, Jeff?
I am.
Well, it looks like after
That away, John, step in.
after 6 ends
That away.
on all 3
True pro.
sheets, we're tied on sheet A between R2, T2, and Duck 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 Cod. 4 piece.
Really said that.
Wow, what's so funny about that?
It's kind of funny. Why don't you say the team name again?
Duck 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 Cod.
Okay.
We're getting
I
back to
think he
that.
just likes the way that I say that.
Yeah,
Getting back to
And
the
on our
earlier
middle sheet, on
question.
our A event final, Let's Get Dangerous picked up another point to come within 1 of Stieffenhofer. So Stieffenhofer still leads 4-3 over Let's Get Dangerous. And Mantia with a big end, 4 on sheet C in the C event final. And Mantia is up 9-4 over Fowl Play. And that is your 2:38 p.m. score update for all 3 sheets after 6 ends.
That's right. We just sounded like a traffic report on 10-10 wins. Right
Join
there.
us Monday afternoon for the latest scores at 2:38 p.m.
Oh, I see what I did. I somehow put in a 6 for Duck 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 Cod in the 6th end. I don't know how I did
Yeah,
that.
we're kind of broadcasting our
It should be a
technical
2.
difficulties here, apparently.
So, and let me correct that. That was end number 6.
John, you may need to come in here and save this for us.
There we go.
Save
Now
us.
Okay, Jeff has got everything sorted out here.
I don't know
I'm
about
not sure
that.
that anybody
I don't
in our
know.
broadcast
I don't know about
audience
that.
No, I'm
needs to
We got
know
no. We
about
got no
this.
shot of getting this out.
No, I still got something wrong on sheet B here.
There we go.
I'm trying to do too many things at once here.
John, why don't you take over? Oh, he's freezing.
Well, I don't have anything to
freezing.
say right now. We can go back to sheet B here, where Stieffenhofer is now sitting 2 in the 7th end. So we're coming down towards the last couple ends of the game here. This is second Patrick Martin throwing his first stone. So except for a couple of, or maybe one off end there, looks like they've been scoring in the ends that they have the hammer, I think.
Okay.
A little hard to
now
tell. I'm not sure who had the hammer in the first end.
Bonspieler is now correct.
And this is Tim Fagan's shot, takes out the yellow stone just put there by Patrick Martin. And rolls out himself, so Stieffenhofer has one in the 8 foot. Looks like Brendan Hurd is calling to take that one out, although they're not sure about this call. Nope. Changed his mind.
Looks like he wants to get 2 counters since he does not have the hammer in this end. He's going to try and force a drop for 1. Which will then give him hammer down 2 coming home.
Yellow does have a hammer in this. No, yellow does not have a hammer.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I have my
Stieffenhofer
colors
has it.
confused. They're yellow, not red.
Okay, so another takeout on sheet B for Mark Stieffenhofer.
And a little thinner than he wanted.
Still sitting 1.
He wanted to hit that a little thicker and stay
Well, I think
for 2.
Let's Get Dangerous wanted that to sit a little bit more hidden under cover. Kind of a little bit more exposed than he wanted it to be.
I believe Brendan is calling for the draw under cover here.
I think that's both a little wide and a little deeper than he wanted. That's back to the back 12 foot.
Yeah, it was either a little
Yeah,
wide
let's
or
take
it
that.
just didn't curl the way he expected. Well, it's a
Still
little
sticking
heavy,
around
so-
at the back of the 12. They'll use that later. This is Vice.
Comment from Rob Saraga, LFG Walter. I'm guessing that's Walter Mikulski of Ardsley he's referring to, playing on sheet C for Mantia. I won't say what LFG means.
What does LFG mean?
It means let's finally go. Yeah.
For old people like John, who knows?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so it looks like Let's Get Dangerous flashed on that takeout, trying to get rid of a Stieffenhofer rock out in the 8-foot. So Mark Stieffenhofer is going to put something at the top of the house, get another stone in the house, maybe block that red stone behind the tee line a little bit if he's lucky.
Moving over on sheet A, we have a good final end shaping up here as Team Duck 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 Cod is down 1 with hammer. But it looks like they're in a little bit of trouble here as R2T2 has 2 rocks counting that are pretty well guarded from my angle at least. Hard to tell what it looks like straight on. And Duck 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 Cod comes up a bit light, but that's hittable for them if R2T2 doesn't guard that. Looks like what Steve Turner is calling for is to sit right in front of that red to prevent that angle run back, that angle raise.
And on our middle sheet in the A event, this is Mark Stieffenhofer's first skip rock.
And this is interesting.
Nope,
on
got
sheet
that
A.
wrong. That's Let's Get Dangerous, Brendan Hurd's first skip rock.
John, do we have the ability to get the overhead camera for sheet A on the screen or no?
No, we don't.
We don't, okay.
We're not that good.
No, we don't.
Because
It looks like Brendan Hurd just flashed that one, trying to take out Stieffenhofer redstone in the 4-foot. So Stieffenhofer is sitting 2 stones, out counting the 1 yellow at the back of the house. Now he's going to just put up a guard in the 12-foot.
over on sheet A, we have 1 rock of each color, each with a piece of the button. Very hard to tell who's, I think yellow is currently shot, but it is very hard to tell both from the warm room and on the overhead camera. Oh, maybe not, because Steve is looking at running that yellow back into the red, so maybe he thinks red is shot. say that is definitely not what Turner was looking for as they took out their own rock on the button. So now, duck, 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 cod, lying 1, down 1 with hammer.
And over in the A event, Stieffenhofer's red rock curled a little bit more than he would have wanted to, I believe, and leaves still leaving that red rock in the back of the 8-foot exposed for takeout. Although his first two, his 2 red rocks at the front of the house are still out counting that opposing yellow, which is way back at the back of the yellow, way back at the back of the 12-foot.
And back on sheet A, duck, 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 cod was attempting to guard their shot rock. Ended up bumping a little bit and opening up a small port to potentially get that stone off the button. And it looks like I saw it live. Has it shown up on YouTube yet? It looked like it didn't quite get it. It crashed and rolled out of
And
the
it
way.
looks like we are about to have shakes on sheet C.
Ooh, chocolate?
We have handshakes
what?
on C.
Chocolate shake?
No, that's. I don't think you know how curling works.
We do
Oh,
have
not milkshakes?
Not milkshakes.
Oh.
We do have
okay.
handshakes on C and the 7th.
So
end.
congratulations to Team Mantia for winning the C event as they rolled to victory over Fowl play.
So that will be the final score, which is 9-4. Mantia over Fowl play.
Quick look at the overhead.
And over on sheet A, an attempt at another attempt at a takeout on that red rock. Just got a piece of it and nudged it deeper under cover, and it's still shot. But there is a path to the button, but they pretty much need the button. And you may hear the applause in the warm room. That is for the teams coming off of sheet C, which is Team Mantia winning the C event over Potomac's Fowl play.
And in the A event, Let's Get Dangerous picked up another point in the 7th, and they are now tied with Stieffenhofer after 7 ends. And Stieffenhofer has the hammer coming back.
Yep, so an interesting game on both sheets here. We'll see, here is Cape Cod trying a nice draw right to the button. And Cape Cod is now lying 2 as they are down 1 with hammer and sitting 2. First rock from Broomstones was a little heavy and went into the 12-foot, so Stieffenhofer taking the opportunity to keep things open and takes it out and gets a nice roll that hangs on the side of the 12-foot. And over on sheet A, I think we have handshakes here as this
Well, we have,
out. I believe it is 2 red, right?
well, it's at least
It's
one
at
red, and
least
red had
one
the one
red.
red stone left to throw.
Yeah.
So
They're not
red could have thrown that away. Then
Second rock, second shot was very hard to tell
so,
from
yeah,
here.
so I'm not sure.
I'm not
Must have
sure
been 2
what
red.
happened. It had to have been 2 red.
Had to have been
or
2 red, otherwise red would have, or
They would have thrown that
they would have thrown
last
that last
rock, or
stop.
they'd be playing an extra end.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with that was 2 red on sheet A, which means the winner of our B event is Duck 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 Cod. Did you like how I said that?
No, I think John says it better. John said.
Duck, 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 cod. I'm not sure why that makes you chuckle.
I don't know.
So
It's funny because you're sometimes very stoic,
is it
but saying
R2,
No.
T2, lost to duck, 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 cod.
I mean, perhaps we should double check with them and make sure that that is actually what happened.
We probably
but-
should check with them.
we probably should. We're
'cause
not
they-
very.
Let's
We're
ask
not
our
doing.
roving reporter Nancy.
Because
or
they
Joe.
did not hang the score, so
Yeah.
it was definitely, it had to have been, because it was definitely at least 1 red, but we couldn't really tell who was second shot, and if it wasn't red, then the game wouldn't be over, so they had to have scored 2. We do have confirmation from the teams that it was at least 2 red. It might have been 3, but it doesn't matter.
See, we did our own reporting on that, Jeff. Good job.
It was more than 1. Which
So
was,
now we are left with the A final.
That's all we have left is the rest of the 8th end of the A event final. Stieffenhofer with the hammer in a tie game.
So Vinay says to J and J. Does he mean Jeff and John Schuster?
I think he means you.
I think he means you.
No, why would he
You
mean
did
me?
such a good job doing the technical
I didn't
part of
run the
this.
spiel though.
No.
That was Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, John was at home. Update. No. You got to listen to the rest.
Okay, hold
Sitting
on.
on my
the rest,
couch.
The rest
Okay.
of my sentence, setting up the YouTube feeds and
That's
filling
true.
in all the
That's true.
information of who was playing against whom. I use proper English there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about halfway through this 8th end in the A event final. Everybody's got a stone in the house. Yellow stone is a little bit closer,
Looks like
but
this
still
is,
8 stones left, so we're not going to count our ducklings before they hatch.
This one's coming
Oh
with
my God, this is
some
terrible.
weight.
commentary.
That was really
This
pushing the
this
Ardsley
real,
duck
This
thing,
is
huh?
really terrible commentary we're
Okay.
doing right now.
Nice hit and roll. So Stieffenhofer now line 2. Just trying to keep it open. And Brendan Hurd calling for is Vice. Lauren Richard to draw under that yellow corner guard.
Looks like the shot has to come back a little bit.
They have been curling pretty late. They break pretty hard usually at the end. This one doesn't.
This one
seem
doesn't
to be
look like it's
over
coming back that
quite
much.
as
It'll
much
still be
as
shot, though, I believe.
It is shot. It's in the back four. It does look like it's pretty much mostly exposed from the back. Now, they could also be careful about jam that back
Yeah,
way.
so you would have to basically try to hit this right on the nose. Or even come across it if you hit it on the left.
Yeah,
Or-
so if they come at this too heavy and they hit the outside of it, it's going to jam and they're going to roll out.
It's like control weight here.
And it is coming across. Sweepers are on it hard.
They
are
looks
by the
good. Looks like
guard.
it's going to be right on the nose here.
That's exactly what they wanted.
Nice shot.
And they're under cover. I imagine Brendan will try to freeze to that. Looks like that's what he called. So it is just behind the tee line. So now we get into an attempt at the hardest shot in curling, the freeze.
Do you think, John? What do you think about that? Do you think that's the hardest shot in curling?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Jeff says. I want to know.
I think the push out from the hack is the hardest part of curling.
Well, I mean, if you're of age, yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. That stuff we drank last night was a pretty hard shot.
What did you guys drink? Because I saw someone
it
drink.
tasted like rubbing alcohol.
Okay, well, that doesn't sound fun. Anyway, the freeze is right there.
Oh, that's a really looks like it just over curled. It was very good weight. It just over curled a tiny bit. And Stieffenhofer is, I didn't quite see what he asked for here.
It's a lot of comments and a few. Well, not a lot, but there's a few comments in the chat congratulating Cape Cod.
Yes, Liz Harmon, who was here last night. She can confirm that that drink tasted like rubbing alcohol.
So why would you want to drink something that tastes like rubbing alcohol? Just
well, I didn't know what it was going to taste like before.
okay.
Well, better question is, how do you know what rubbing alcohol tastes like? You're not supposed to drink
I
rubbing
guess
alcohol.
Jeff knows what it tastes like.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
it tasted like rubbing alcohol smells.
Okay.
Okay.
It tastes like what you imagine rubbing alcohol would taste like.
Tastes like.
Yes, based on
Yeah,
its
okay.
odor. Liz was with us during our Shorties games last night. Good, glad to see you made it back to Long Island safely. I assume you're back home.
I mean, I'm surprised that you're here right now, Jeff.
I'm not quite sure I am here.
So right now on sheet B, it's sort of unclear who is sitting shot right now. There's a red stone and a
It's
yellow
tough.
stone,
I mean,
both kind of pinned right to the 4 foot right there.
Yeah, it is.
You would, by just that look, you think it's red. That shot rock.
From the warm-up,
Looks like
you know,
it. Yeah, but you just.
by the eye from behind the glass, it looks like red.
The problem is that the three of us have glasses, so we can't really see. that
Yeah,
well.
so we can't see.
We can't see.
And I have people standing in my way. On the overhead cam, it's a little hard to tell, but it does look like red as well.
And after this, from the Yellowstone,
That's a
Now
good. That's that. I don't know. I mean, still from the overhead cam that we
still
have.
hard to see.
Oh, you
Still
got
hard
the
to tell.
overhead cam
Yeah,
up.
did-
I thought we couldn't do that.
You asked about sheet
I
A.
know you asked about sheet A, but on
Oh,
sheet
we
B,
Can't do it on sheet A.
I know.
We
Sheet
can
B.
do it.
we only have certain options here at the Ardsley Curling Club. You know.
So it does. It looks like one of the yellows is out of contention there.
Yeah,
but the,
it's still very close though.
the one
like,
on the center, or the one on the tee line, and the one behind the 4 foot.
luckily,
Looks
we
like
do
it might be
have
outside.
one of those spinny doodles. That's,
Spinny doodles? Is that a
yes.
technical
Spinny
term? That the
yeah,
spinny
that's
doodles.
the official name of the measuring
That
tool.
doesn't sound correct.
We-
John, what is the
I
official
think
name?
it's a measuring device.
Measuring device sounds a
Although
little bit.
we,
The spinny doodle?
The spinny doodle.
The spinny doodle.
Yeah.
Still have a few rocks before the spinny doodle has to be pulled out from the side of the
I
other
got,
stand.
no, that I don't think that's correct.
You don't think spinny?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think we could use that at like the open house when someone does ask. The rocks are closed. Go ahead, Jeff. We'll pull out the spinamajiggy. The spinamajiggy. Anyway, big shot here for Bucks. They're on it hard.
I can't see the rocks good.
There's someone's in a way. Uh-oh.
That's, I don't think Stieffenhofer wanted to do
that's
that.
what they wanted. No.
Well, I don't think we need to pull out the spinamajiggy now to see who shot
Is that
Rock.
a replay you just put in?
That's not a replay.
Oh. Or is my computer just behind?
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah.
My computer's lagging.
Yeah, it's about right. Well, I guess as our coverage is eventually winding down, we only have time for a few more questions. So if you have anything pressing, please.
Well,
put it in the
I
chat.
have a question.
You have a question?
When's the next event at Ardsley coming up?
Oh, well, it's funny you should ask. It's coming up in February from the 24th through the 27th of next year. It is the McKay Douglas International Bonspiel. 24 teams coming up. Registration is open at ardsleycurling.com. Or you can email our illustrious club member, Derek Kaiser, for more details. 6 medal events, 4 games guaranteed. All meals during the bonspiel are included. We are allegedly only 40 minutes from Manhattan. And it's for $100 a team. And guess what? The first pitcher of beer is on us.
Is it really?
Yes,
But
on
please-
That's pretty good. So this is a men's spiel. So
Yep,
this is
yes.
always for the 86th year. It's been a men's bonspiel. It
Yes.
sounds like, according to Derek from earlier, I think he said that there were only 2 years when the McKay Douglas was not played. One of them was during one of the World Wars.
Wow.
I'm not sure which one. I'd have to do some math.
And
there.
if you were
And
paying
the other
attention,
one was
I think
last
the other
year.
one was a storm
Last year, yeah.
a couple years ago.
and if you were paying attention
would've been
earlier,
last year
Jeff
during
knows
COVID.
what happened in all of the 84 previous versions.
Yeah, Jeff. Who won the 32nd
historian.
one?
The 32nd one.
Yeah.
That.
Oh, no, wow, you put him on the spot. Wow.
Yeah, I gotta.
I don't know,
so
man.
that
That's
was,
that's a little.
Yeah, that one.
If he comes up
I
with this answer,
was.
I'm going to be really quite amazed.
Yeah.
That was back when presidents used to curl, I think, and I believe that would have been Roosevelt. This was
Is that Roosevelt?
Was it Roosevelt?
Like 50 years ago? I don't know. 50, 60 years ago.
Nah, it may have been Eisenhower or Truman, maybe. I don't know. No, wait, 50 years? That would have been Nixon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we have a big shot coming up here for Let's Get Dangerous. And they're on it right away, it seems.
Right. Remember, Stieffenhofer does have the hammer, so.
This thing, they're going to really have to work hard for this
is
one.
An attempt at a guard, I believe, because they are
And-
shot. They're going to try and
Okay,
force
so they're forcing Stieffenhofer
Stieffenhofer
to
to
draw.
to the 4-foot. I can't see where the guard ended up because
It
someone's in my
landed,
way.
yeah, well, I mean, yes.
Oh, I see it now.
He sees it now.
The guard is about 10 feet north of the 12-foot.
Is that north?
Is it north or south?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hasn't made it to the house yet. I thought that everything in front of the house is north and anything behind the tee line is south of the house.
That doesn't
Oh,
sound
okay.
right.
That doesn't sound right?
That doesn't sound right.
I mean, he does. He could get to that,
He could. I mean,
to the head, knock that yellow off the 4-foot. It looks like that's what he's coming with, is a heavy draw. It looks like he is going for the bump.
So this is it, the last shot of the game here.
So he's definitely not taking enough ice for a draw to the forefoot. So.
And here we go.
They're saying no.
Uh-oh.
By the guard by plenty. And
Oh!
that, oh no. And that is going to be one yellow.
So look,
So
it's
a
Let's Get
steal.
Dangerous.
A steal in the 8th and Broomstones.
The Broomstones has won the A event of the Cool Duck. And if you haven't been paying attention to our social media, they will now qualify for the USA Curling Under 5 National Championships next year in Southern California by virtue of this A event victory.
That is correct. So Broomstones
Great game.
stole the 7th and the 8th to take the win. And our final score in the Cool Duck Championship is Let's Get Dangerous 5, Stieffenhofer 4.
Great job by Broomstones. My team personally did face them, and they were very fun to play with. And they definitely are a very good team, so congratulations to them.
They're a very good team. We had a number of very good teams here this weekend. A lot of experience out there. Both, we had a good mix this year.
It was very good.
Experienced teams, new curlers. So the future looks good as these experienced teams will all be aging out probably this year or next year. And these younger teams will be becoming the more experienced teams as we move forward.
So Broomstones is now taking a picture on the ice to commemorate their victory.
The most important thing is that nobody got hurt this weekend.
The Ducks stayed up too,
and everybody had
Ducks
fun
stayed
this
up.
weekend.
And really, I think that's all that matters. That people had fun. It's kind of a return to normalcy after we've gone through the pandemic. Still in it, but still, yeah.
Yep, that is what we care most about, is that everyone was safe. As I said, nobody got injured, nobody, and everybody had fun. And that's what curling is all about, because there's really, I guess there was something at stake.
There actually was. Yeah, we are very appreciative to USA Curling for obviously recognizing this, the Cool Duck, and hopefully future versions of the Cool Duck as a under 5 qualifier. So it will give any team that signs up incentive, obviously, to do well.
Yeah, and that was Dean Gemmel who initiated that.
Yes, and we'd like to thank him for
Dean,
that.
If you're watching, thank you
Probably.
for that.
Of course he is.
I don't know if you're out there and just,
He might be.
have not participating in the chat, but
That's okay.
thank you, Dean.
But, yeah, I think it was overall a very successful weekend for us. And, yeah. Jeff, any final thoughts?
No, I just want to thank everybody for coming, in the midst of everything going on. As I said to the teams before the game, thank you for putting your trust in us and being able to hold this event safely. And, thank you
we also thank everybody who came to participate, whether it obviously participating in the Cool Duck and who came to watch. Obviously, they abided by our COVID rules that we had.
Yep, everybody here was vaccinated, and we're being told that our time is running out. So thank you, everyone, for watching.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, all the teams, for
We appreciate
playing.
everyone who stayed in the chat.
And we hope to see you all back here for another bonspiel
which is the McKay Douglas coming up in February.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So
Take
long,
care.
everybody.
Stay safe, everybody.